The people are taking it away from us.
No, right now the K has become very close now.
Join us. See, this morning the K has been taken over by our friends.
Yes.
Let's go straight to the Habitat Fair.
The Habitat Fair was awesome.
Thank you.
And me, my star of the Habitat Fair, Omani Connie, and na Ajoko Connie. Omani and Ajoko have Christ the King School.
Yeah.
And they are amazing people. I want to say hi to their father as well, Emmanuel Connie.
Yes, sir.
And Vida Sai. She's
God.
one of our loyal listeners and the restaurants managers as Golden Tulip Hotel. This one is a special JoySMS hashtag. All right, I think we need a base Kia for this one. John and Sandra Alote is a chaotic 6th anniversary.
Chaotic. Hey!
6th wedding anniversary. Yeah, because of birthday to Aseye Bediak of Tema Community 18. Yeah. Enjoy your day from Benedict. If you know,
from
you know.
Benedict Owusu. And we've got our own.
And our own Mama
very own.
Mama V Owusu Abwaji, host of the AM show.
God.
Mama V, you are a big woman.
Oh my God.
It's a very, very chaotic.
It's
for Mama V. So this morning, the Sports Center was brought to you by all of our friends.
All of our friends.
Oh, and lastly, Janelle and Adele Alote. Janelle and Adele Alote of Bishop Bowers and Tilly Tet. They are very, very chaotic young ladies, and we love them so much. Thanks to all of you guys for all the support during the Habitat Fair. Thanks for all the time that you listen to us. So it's a care for all of you. The Sports Center is not just brought to you by these amazing people. It's also brought to you by MTN. Welcome to the new world. Selo Madadivo. Your Agbaja challenge is ongoing. Standard Chartered Bank here for good. FPAC blows your pain away. Multi TV just thrills, and Cowbell Gold energy for winners. Now, exciting things are happening with MTN Momo. Keep using your MTN Momo wallet to make payments, send money, and just do more on MTN Momo to build points. And you could win an iPhone X, Samsung S9 Plus, Samsung TV sets, and up to 2,000 Ghana cedis cash every month, plus many more exciting prizes. Dial *120# to check your points. Promo lasts till 31st October 2018. Please note, promo winners will be called only with 0244 300,000 to redeem their prize from the MTN office, and not through text messages. Promo winners will not receive any promo codes, and promo winners do not have to pay anything to redeem a prize. So go on, just Momo it everywhere you go. Terms and conditions apply. Now, between now and the end of September, which is this Sunday, students of University of Ghana and KNUST can pay their academic and facility user fees at any Standard Chartered branch across the country, and win lots of goodies including iPads, flat screen TVs, branded notepads, pens, and many more. You can make your payments at any of our collection points on UG Legon main campus, Accra City campus, and KNUST main campus when you return to school to begin your registration, or simply pay ahead before school reopens and present your slip at our campus branches to redeem your prize. Welcome back to school the Standard Chartered way. Have a semester to remember. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And here for sports, coming up in the Sports Centre. Another weekend of massive action in the major European leagues. In England, Liverpool, in their 120-year history, have won their first 6 games in the league. Chelsea drop points with wins for City and Arsenal.
Riyad Mahrez! It's his second goal of the game. It's 5 for Manchester City, and it's Cardiff's heaviest defeat of the season so far. And Manchester City very quick to put the disappointment of Wednesday night in the Champions League behind them. Emphatic winners in South Wales. Cardiff City 0, Manchester City 5.
Again. Here's Ozil through. Ozil into the penalty. This should be 2-0.
3v1.
He passes it towards Ramsey. It's tapped in by Aubameyang. So easy. So, within a couple of minutes, Arsenal have scored twice, and you wouldn't have forecast that in the first half.
Also, Anthony Joshua retained his WBA, IBF, and WBO titles after his 7th round knockout against Povetkin.
Joshua with a big left hand, and AJ rocks Wembley all
And more than 5 years after his last PGA Tour victory, Tiger Woods is a winner again.
The tap in for Tiger. We thought we'd never see it, and I don't believe he thought either. Tour championship winner, Tiger Woods, a winner again, number 80.
We'll hear from an emotional Tiger Woods after his amazing comeback. But first, Vice Chairman of the Ghana Football Association Normalization Committee, Lucy Chris, says the 4-member team is determined to get football back on track in the country. The former Airtel Ghana Managing Director and her colleagues will continue to work this week to see if football competitions in the country will be resumed. Madam Chris says football can be a major tool for development if things are done right.
Sports is about discipline, it's about skill, it's about commitment, it's about dedication, it's about the tenacity to win against the odds. It's about the willingness to say that I will go the extra mile, even though at this point in time I'm exhausted, I'm tired, my muscles are aching, but I have a team counting on me, and more importantly in their case, I have a nation counting on me. So I think that we should never let it be lost on us the fact that football is more than just quote-unquote a game. There's so much more to it, and we collectively should leverage football to drive our country forward, because let's face it, it's one of the few things that we all agree on, right? When our national teams are playing, we don't talk about where we're from, we don't talk about what religion we have, we don't talk about our gender, we just support them.
Let's continue with local football. Ashanti Gold beat Asante Kotoko 3-2 in the returning count of the Golden Clash at the Lenkley Stadium yesterday. So we'll see how what really gets in there, because remember that the return leg was supposed to take place last week, but the shock exit of Pakwesi Fabian from Kotoko forced organisers to reschedule to yesterday. Boxing next tonight, BF WBA champion Anthony Joshua delivered a stunning finish to stop, a game in out there. He hitting Alexander Povetkin and retaining his world titles massively at the Wembley Stadium. Joshua suffered a bloodied nose before cutting his rival. A savage right hand followed by a left hook began an onslaught which will prove telling. Another right-left combination downed Povetkin, who somehow made the count, only to stagger into the left hook which saw him slump into the ropes, leaving referee Steve Gray with no option but to intervene. Joshua says he's ready to give WBC champion Deontay Wilder a shot in April.
Anyone's welcome. As I said earlier, there's always some complications with negotiations. Fair dues. But the sport is about what the fans want. Sometimes we have to face our mandatories, which I did tonight. And now that's out of the way, we'll put a poll out to the audience and see what they want April 13th, because it's you guys who make this sport.
A lot of people were hoping that it would have been Deontay Wilder in the ring tonight. Can you shed any light on why that fight didn't happen from your side?
We both done a lot of talking. Look, I'm not in the blame game. It was him, it was me, tit for tat. We both done a lot of talking, and I'm here now. I had a good fight. I got my knockout streak back. I found my right hand. It went missing for a little while. I found it, and it's lining up for April 13th.
There's more to come here on the Sports Centre. More football, but let's do golf now. An emotional Tiger Woods completed an astonishing comeback to win the season-ending Tour Championship by 2 shots and record his first win in 5 years. The 42-year-old's victory in Atlanta was his 80th PGA Tour title, but his first since August 2013.
Means a lot. It really does. The people who are close to me saw the struggles and what I was going through, and some of the players that I'm pretty close to, they've really helped, throughout this process and the last few years. And their support and with some of those things that they said, come off that last screen, meant a lot to me.
To football now, and we talk about what happened in the English Premier League over the weekend. Liverpool won a 7th straight game in all competitions from the start of a season for the first time in 28 years by easing past Southampton at Anfield. It was 3 goals to 0. Here's a good time to hear from Klopp.
All the boys scored today, not only how they work, that's cool. And that Mobile scored, I was never doubt about that. He could have scored more often today, was a bit unlucky in one or the other situation, really unlucky with offside and with the back heel after a fantastic pass from Joel, I think, and run behind. So it's all good. We have to win football games, and then the boys will score for sure.
Arsenal were 2-0 winners over Everton at the Emirates. Chelsea failed to get a goal against West Ham. It was a draw in that game. Manchester City trashed Cardiff City 5-0. Spurs were 2-1 winners at Brighton, but Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho says he expects more from his attacking players after they were held to a draw at Old Trafford by an impressive Wolves side. It was 1-1 in the game.
Not a good performance, not a good result, a fair result. I think Wolves, by the way they faced the game, I think they deserve, because they play like I like to play, which is like the World Cup final. You know, that's the attitude that I like my teams to have every match, and we didn't have that.
All right, so let's find out what happened elsewhere in Europe. Here is Moses Yeboah with a wrap.
AC Milan conceded an injury time goal as Atalanta twice fought back to claim a point in a 2-2 draw at the San Siro. Ronaldo scored again as Juventus left it late to beat Frosinone 2-0 to maintain the 3-point gap between them and Napoli, who beat Torino 3-1. Paris Saint-Germain stretched their perfect Ligue 1 start to 6 wins after coming from behind to beat Rennes 3-1 away in a rip-roaring clash on Sunday. The result leaves PSG top of the French Ligue 1 on a maximum 18 points, 5 clear of second place Lille. Marco Asensio scored the only goal 4 minutes before halftime as Real Madrid beat Espanyol at home to level on point with leaders Barcelona, who with 10 men played out a 2-2 draw with Girona at the Camp Nou. Atletico Madrid warmed up for next week's Madrid derby by winning 2-0 at Getafe. They entertained newly promoted Huesca on Tuesday before facing Real Madrid at the Bernabeu on Saturday. And Bayern Munich maintained their perfect record this season and returned to the top of the Bundesliga table with a routine 2-0 win on the road to German giant Schalke 04, who are without a point after 4 league games.
Moses Yeboah, later today, one of these men will be named FIFA's World Best Male Player in London.
It's Modric against Zahu, and Modric scores! Slots it low into the bottom left-hand corner.
Salah wins it again. Salah's through. Salah scored for Liverpool. What an ending here at Anfield.
To return it where Ronaldo goes for the overhead kick, scores an unbelievable goal. Well, it is almost beyond the boundaries of belief, except this is Cristiano Ronaldo, where anything is possible.
We keep our eyes on that because the world's best male and female footballers will be named at the Best FIFA Football Awards in London this afternoon. Let's talk a bit of football on the continent. Nigeria's Enyimba struck 5 goals in the second leg of the CAF Confederations Cup tie with Rayon Sports of Rwanda to seal a place in the last 4. Now they will meet Raja Casablanca, who beat Congo Brazzaville's Kara to set up a stellar semi featuring 2 former African club champions. Now the other semi will put Egypt's Al Masry against AS Vita Club of DR Congo. Masry beat USM Algiers in the quarterfinal, whilst Vita Club went through against Renaissance Bekani. Now let's stay on the continent then, and record 8-time holders Ahly of Egypt avoided a second leg shock in the African Champions League quarterfinals by beating Horoya of Guinea 4-0 in Cairo. That's on Saturday. Now the 4-0 aggregate victory and Ahly a semi-final showdown against twice champions Atente Citef of Algeria next month, with the first leg taking place in Egypt on October 2. Let's quickly pick some updates right now from the world of tennis. Here's the BBC's Andy Bowell.
It's the Laver Cup, the annual Europe versus the World team competition being played in Chicago, where Roger Federer has defeated John Isner to take Europe 10-8 up. In Korea, Kiki Bertens claimed her 3rd WTA title of the season. The win has boosted the Dutch player's chance of reaching the WTA finals in the singles for the first time in her career. Bertens is currently ranked number 8 in the race to Singapore. Meanwhile, the Wuhan Open in China has received more bad news as the US Open champion Naomi Osaka has been forced to pull out of the tournament due to a viral illness. It follows on from the former world number 1 Victoria Azarenka, who had already withdrawn from the event.
That's it for the Joy Sports Centre, but before I go, there's one more.
There's one more KR that we have to do, and I think that if we don't do this one, this woman can come and replace me this morning. Renee Aku Apedo. Yes, one of Joy FM's most loyal listeners. Renee, good morning. And I'm
out of here. We do care at the end of the day.
Otherwise, we do care until the end of the day. Thank you very much, George, for bringing us a Joy Sports Centre. That was George Adu.